Hey, what's up? I'm Dominique and welcome to today's video. It is finally summertime, which means we need a sweat-proof makeup routine. Now, I know summertime and makeup can be a scary mix, but when you use the right products along with the right techniques, you can be full beat all summer long. After living in Florida for the past 3 years, I can say that I've mastered the art of makeup in the sun. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top makeup tips and product recommendations for an incredible summer sweat-proof makeup look. So if you're ready for a full glam summer, you've come to the right place. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump right in. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact makeup routine that I would be doing if I was going to be full glam out in the Sahara Desert. We're talking like this base is not going anywhere. It's not going to slip off, it's not going to crack off, it's not going to crease off, it's going to stay put just like glue all day. So the moisturizer that I'm going to be using today is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream. When you're going out in the sun and you're choosing a moisturizer to wear underneath your foundation, you want to choose one that has absolutely no oil in it. This one is a super lightweight gel moisturizer, so it will be perfect for going outside in the sun. You don't want anything too greasy and too heavy underneath your makeup, that's for sure. You will get so oily so fast that way. So just something simple, oil-free, and lightweight will be perfect for this. This moisturizer is also deeply hydrating, so it's gonna look great underneath foundation. So after we just applied the moisturizer, I'm gonna let this soak into my skin for about 1 minute before I apply the primer on top. Because if you apply the primer too soon, you could cause your moisturizer or primer to peel up and get those pilling beads everywhere, and that's not cute, especially for long-lasting makeup. So since we're gonna be outside in the Sahara Desert, it's extremely important to wear some sunscreen. This sunscreen is by Innisfree, and I love this sunscreen. It's the best one that I've ever tried. It feels just like a moisturizer on the skin. It's not drying, it's not crusty, it's not cakey, it's not greasy, and this is called the Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum sunscreen at SPF 36. When you're using a sunscreen, you want to make sure that it says broad spectrum on it. That means that it's getting all the UV rays that the sun produces. So then that way you have better sun coverage. I'm just going to squeeze some SPF right out of the bottle onto my cheek, and I really want to make sure that I only use a little bit. We do not want to add too much. We want to add just enough sunscreen to cover the entire face, and that's it. I love this sunscreen so much because it literally feels like a moisturizer on the skin. It is the best sunscreen that I've ever tried. The smell is so pleasant and it never adds a white cast to my skin. This is my tried and true sunscreen, and this is what I wear when I go to the beach, when I go outside, literally anywhere. It's always this one because this SPF is just incredible. So now with the moisturizer and the sunscreen fully soaked into my skin, it's time to go in with some primer. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Power Grip Primer, and if you want your makeup to last and stay put all day long, this primer has one of the strongest grips that I've ever tried. If I'm going to the Sahara Desert, I need my makeup to last. And this baby right here is the key. So with this primer, I'm just gonna pump about 1 pump on each side of my cheeks, and then I'm gonna rub it in with my hands. Now because this primer is so tacky, it's best to actually pat the primer into the skin, then rub it around. So I'm just gonna tap it in with my hands, and then I'll bring some up to my forehead as well, but I want to mainly concentrate it mostly on my cheeks and anywhere where your makeup typically slips off. This primer has a gel formula to it, and as it starts to dry down, it gets insanely tacky. I mean, I know you see that right there. It is so sticky, oh my god. But this is what we need because now the foundation is just gonna stick to my skin and it's not going anywhere. So while this is soaking in my skin, I'm just gonna do my eyeshadow and I will be right back. When you're choosing your foundation to wear outside in the sun, you want one that is oil-free and completely matte. If you choose anything dewy, you are setting yourself up for failure. Because imagine you put something glowy and hydrating and dewy onto your skin and then you start sweating, you're gonna look like an oil slick. Matte foundations typically last longer on the skin over a dewy or a glowy foundation because there's less oil in the formula. And as you can see in this makeup look, you want to steer clear of everything that has oil in it. You want to use waterproof everything. So since we're going outside in the Sahara Desert, we have to use the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is probably one of the most full coverage and matte foundations that I own. Once this is on your skin, it is not going anywhere. I am telling you, it is not going anywhere. Now before we even apply the foundation, if you have oily skin, listen up. You're going to want to hear this hack. Now if you have dry skin, definitely do not do this step. I would not do this step on a normal day at all. I'm just demonstrating this for all the oily queens out there, so I got you. So you're going to do this right after your skin prep, right after your moisturizer, your SPF, and your primer. So all you need is some translucent setting powder and a big fluffy blending brush. I'm not kidding, you want the biggest and most fluffy blending brush that you own. So I'm going to take my super large fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to swirl it around in my powder. I'm going to tap off the excess because we do not want to use a lot of powder here. I'm so serious. We only want to use a little bit. I'm going to start at my jawline and I'm going to make really big swirling motions across my whole face. What this is doing is adding another layer of powder onto your skin so that your oil is going to have a harder time breaking through it, you know? This is going to be like another shield against oil throughout the day. And you want to especially place this powder where you get oily. So like I said, if you've got dry skin, do not do that step. But if you have oily skin, skin, you're gonna eat that step up. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. So now I'm gonna apply the double wear foundation. I'm just gonna pour some out on the back of my hand. I do not need a lot, that's for sure. Now, since we're dealing with a super full coverage and matte foundation, we do not wanna look cakey. And that is very easy to do with a matte full coverage foundation. So how you apply the foundation is extremely important. So first, I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm just gonna pick up some foundation off the back of my hand onto the brush. Then I'm gonna apply the foundation to my face, starting at the bottom of my jawline and then working my way up towards my cheek using some patting motions. Now, since this is a super full coverage and matte foundation, we need to make sure that we are only using the smallest amount needed to cover our whole face. And I mean the bare minimum. And since this is a super full coverage foundation, you do not need a lot. That is for sure when you put on too much foundation, that's how you risk looking cakey and dry. Honestly, like I don't need to put that much on my forehead, you know? And since this foundation is super full coverage, I just stamped a little bit onto my cheek and it was like instantly full coverage. I don't need that much. Okay, so that's really all I need to cover my whole face. And look at how much foundation was left over on my hand. I did not need to use all that, and that's for the best. So once the foundation is all on with the brush, I'm gonna take my setting spray, and you can use any setting spray you have, honestly, as long as it's not a dewy finish and it's not glowy. So my favorite one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is the All Nighter Setting Spray with vitamin C in it. So I'm just gonna give the foundation a good spray with this setting spray, and I mean all over the face. I really wanna get my foundation soaking wet. And I know that may sound weird, but that's the only way to get your matte, crusty, dry skin rehydrated. So as my foundation is starting to naturally dry down, I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm just gonna give it one little spray with the setting spray. And then as the foundation is almost dry but not completely dry, I'm gonna start tapping the foundation into my skin. This is really gonna help the foundation press into the skin. It's gonna make it look a lot more smooth, and that's extremely important when you're dealing with a full coverage and super matte foundation, because we do not wanna look all dry and crusty, that's for sure. When you're choosing your concealer to wear outside in the summer sun, you wanna choose one that's also matte. What a shocker. I mean, if you can't tell, matte makeup is really the theme of summertime makeup. So one of my favorite matte concealers is from Huda Beauty, and this is the Faux Filter Concealer. And I wear the shade Coconut Flakes. So all I'm going to do is apply this to my skin like normal, and I'm gonna place it under the eyes, and then also in the center of my face to help highlight. Now with the concealer, you also only wanna use the smallest amount needed to cover what's necessary. You do not wanna go too heavy with this, because less is more, especially if you want your makeup to last all day long. So I'm gonna take my concealer brush, and this one's from House Labs. I love this concealer brush. The shape of it is just perfection. And then I'm gonna start blending out the concealer at the bottom of my concealer, working my way up towards my lower lash line. And then after you completely blend out your concealer with your brush, I'm gonna do the exact same setting spray and sponge hack just one more time. So you know how to do it. I'm gonna saturate my skin with the setting spray and then give my sponge just one spray. And then once my foundation is almost dry but not completely dry, I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna tap the concealer into my skin. And since we really want this makeup to last all day long, we need to press it into the skin. We really want this product to become one with our skin. And that's really gonna be the key to success here. Now it's the time of my makeup routine where I go in with some cream products. But it really doesn't matter what cream products you use for this. You can use whatever your favorite cream products are. So any cream products will work, honestly, but definitely try to stick to ones that have a matte finish. Okay, now cream blush and bronzer is on, so now we need to set the face fully with powder. And you heard me right, yes, fully set the face with powder. So my favorite setting powder to wear outside in the summer sun is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder. And today I'm going to be using the shade Peach Pie. So I'm just gonna pick up a little powder onto a brush, and then I'm gonna tap off the extra because we do not want a lot on this brush. So first I'm just gonna set directly underneath the eyes, and I'm gonna tap the powder into my skin, and I'm gonna bring it up towards my temples, and I'm gonna keep tapping it into my skin until I can't see it any longer. And you're really helping to press it into the skin, so you're not gonna see it that much sitting on top of the skin. Then I'm gonna pick up some more powder, and I'm gonna start setting places where I typically crease. So like my smile lines, on my chin. I'm also gonna bring it down into my cheek as well. And I'm just gonna tap the powder into my skin until I can't see it any longer. And I know in the year of 2024, who wants to set their entire face with powder? You know the trend is just to set in areas where you typically crease, like underneath your eyes, and that's typically it. But if we're gonna be outside in the Sahara Desert, we need to set our entire face with powder. And seriously, do not forget to powder your nose and your T-zone. Those are crucial areas that need to be set into place. Now, I'm gonna grab the really big fluffy blending brush that we used at the beginning of this video, and I'm just gonna swirl it around in my powder one more time, and just like we did in the beginning, I'm gonna take the powder and I'm gonna do really big swirling motions all over my face with this powder brush. And the key here is that I'm not really putting a lot of pressure onto this brush. I'm just letting it swirl over my cheeks, and it's giving my face a very light dusting of powder. And of course, do not forget to swirl all over the forehead as well. And I cannot stress enough how lightly I'm dusting this powder onto my face. And I'm really not using that much. Now, if you want to see the up close and personal view of my foundation after all that powder, you can still see that it looks freaking good. It really does look good even after all that powder I just applied. I'm looking very smooth and very airbrushed, and it's all thanks to this powder. I'm not kidding. There's absolutely no filters on this video right now. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I literally cannot believe how airbrushed and smooth my skin looks. My skin is looking amazing, and it's really all thanks to this powder method. And then after I apply all that powder, I'm just gonna spray my skin with this vitamin C all-nighter one more time just to help really blend the powder into my skin and not make it look powdery. The setting spray is gonna help to eliminate any powder look that you have on your skin. So now I'm gonna finish up my makeup routine with some powder bronzer, powder blush, some highlight, eyebrows, and a lip, and I'll be back to show you what my favorite setting spray is. Because yes, there's a whole new setting spray that I like to use at the end of my makeup that's really gonna make a difference. So sadly, it's about to storm even worse outside, so it's getting really dark, so I had to break out my lights. So here we are with the lights, and I've got one more product to share with you today, and this is what I like to call my secret weapon. If you're sick and tired of your setting sprays not doing what they say they're gonna do, like keep your makeup on longer, this right here is gonna help fix everything. So this is the Ben Nye Final Seal Makeup Sealer. This is seriously what all setting sprays should be like. The cool part about this setting spray is as this starts to dry down, it develops a seal over your makeup, which is why it's called Final Seal. I mean theoretically, not actually. Like if you were to touch your face, you don't feel anything on your skin. What I mean is you can start to feel it do its thing once you spray it on your face. And let me tell you, after you apply this to your skin, your makeup is going to be transfer proof. I'm not kidding. When we had to wear masks for COVID, I would always spray my face with this before putting on my mask, and no makeup would come off inside the mask because this baby protects your makeup and makes it literally transfer proof. So if I was going outside in the Sahara Desert, you bet your butt I will be bringing this. This would probably be like in my top 3 things that I would bring to the Sahara Desert because this is gonna make everything stay in place. I literally got the jumbo size so I could refill this baby size when I travel because I love it that much. And it has a very minty fresh scent to it, and it's very unique. So I'm just gonna saturate my skin with this, and I mean really saturate. You want to make sure that you get every inch of your face with this because this is going to lock your makeup into place. And I will say it's a little bit alcohol-y, that's for sure, but that's what's going to help most with doing its job. So then I'm just going to let this air dry for a little bit. I'm going to show you how transfer proof this is. I'm going to take this towel and rub it all over my face, and watch, no makeup is going to transfer onto this towel. Do you see that? Do you see that magic right here? Do you see that? That is incredible. This baby right here is single-handedly one of the best products to use out in the summer sun. Okay, maybe besides my Innisfree sunscreen. These two are like desert island necessities. And here is today's official final look. With the amount of powder, setting spray, and everything in between that I have on, this makeup is gonna last me all day long and it's not going anywhere. I'm telling you, this is sweat-proof, this is sun-proof, and this is everything-proof. When he says that he's gonna take you swimming on the first date, this is the exact makeup routine that you should do, because I'm telling you this makeup is gonna last through anything, and I'm so here for it because that's exactly what I need. When I'm sweating outside in the sun, I need my makeup to not go anywhere. And with this routine, I do not look crazy at the end of the day, so that's the best part. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I had so much fun sharing with you my summer sweat-proof makeup routine. And of course, as always, I've linked all the products that I mentioned in today's video down in the description box just in case you want to go ahead and check any of them out. And I'll be back next week with a brand new video, so make sure to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss when I upload my next video. And then that way we can truly become besties. And before you go, make sure to leave a comment down below. What's your favorite summer go-to makeup product? Mine definitely has to be the Ben Nye Final Seal Setting Spray. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and P.S. don't forget to subscribe so that we can become besties. I love that for us. Bye, I'll see you on the next one.